get the brand new limited edition Pals holiday package available at thepalsmerch.com. Hey everyone, welcome back to PalsCraft, where all the other pals and I have a go at Minecraft SMP. Today we are going to do a lot of things. We are going to work in the mines again, but not with a machine or something. No, we are going to bedrock level, where we are going to do some strip mining, because we are running out of diamonds. Well, that is what my latest report has told me, so that said, you know what will happen. Oh, and we are going to clear some mobs around the house because they are really getting a bit much now, so let's clean them as well. I don't know if it works like that, but they lay eggs. And those two mammals are the platypus and some kind of weird animal, which is the echidna, which is basically just a misshapen hedgehog or something. But it still looks pretty darn cute, so it deserves some respect. But anyways, let's fly somewhere where we can put these eggs to use and see what they are going to do, because I am pretty curious about what all of these eggs have in them. I mean, we can read the names, but there is so much more than a name. But I think here should be good. I mean, why not? It is flat and there is a lot of open space. Whoa, hey, what is this then? This thing is just flying at me. You better not, mate, because I am going to knock you down with my diamond longsword. Well, let's spawn this entity skull name egg, which does not work, so let's continue with another egg then. I don't think this one is going to work either, but it is called entity golem name, so it is going to be a golem, I guess. Whoa, well, it seems like we threw the eggs because you can't lay them down next to you because these things are way too big to spawn near you. Well, and how have I been mistaken by the name golem? These things are freaking awesome though. They just throw dirt at you and they are huge and cool. But it is kind of unfair that I have all kinds of cool weapons that are pretty much overpowered, because I just took two giants out with a longsword and a scythe, and they did not even stand a chance, even though they should have crushed me to death. But let's continue throwing eggs. The corp is next, and oh my god, what is this then? It is some kind of malformed Pokemon or something. It is like Squidward. It is standing up, while I am pretty sure that this animal is not made to stand up. But it might just be because it is probably a water Pokemon, and it is now standing on territory that it is not yet used to, so he can be defeated very easily, and it is just not fair for our corp. But I guess the thing is pretty cool. It is kind of a weird looking mob, but I guess it is pretty cool. But it is pretty mean. It is just flashing its entire body to us, and it has a strong tactic to defeat enemies, which is basically just throwing in its weight at us, so we don't have a chance to even throw a punch at it. Let's eat a golden apple because I do not want to die, and this helps me from not dying. Oh, no, what is it doing? It disappeared? Oh well then, it was not that cool anyways. Let's continue throwing eggs. Let's throw the smolder name egg. Let's see, and oh my god, it is a freaking scared slime that lives underwater, and it looks insane, dude. Have you seen those eyes? It looks so cute but so mean at the same time. And if you come to his territory, then he will just throw you out. What a mighty animal this is. Crikey, mate, we can't get any closer to this mighty croc. But we are not quitters, are we? No. My mama did not raise no quitter. We need to keep fighting, just like Bruce Lee or any other fighter that is determined to win a fight. Oh crikey, where did the mighty croc go to? We don't know anymore. Well, that sucks. Oh, but wait, it is right here. It has dug itself more in the water, so it has more chance to win this fight. And I am not really sure there is any chance that we can even win this fight from this mighty croc, because it is just way too deep for us to fight it, and we are not no submarine. Even though my first name is Sub, I am not a submarine. But let's keep fighting it, because it might just feel threatened enough, and then it might be aggressive and it will fight us back, and it will not hide under the deep waters anymore, but it might just get to shore in an attempt to slay us, so it can eat and get more cute. But I think it is time to give up, guys. The mighty croc has won this fight, but don't forget that we already won 3 fights. And we are also going to win from this egg that was named Heavy Corp. Let's throw that onto land though, because I think that this is a land animal. Just because of the color of the egg you can tell if it is a water animal or a land, or it might even be an air animal. But oh my, this is already better than that little puny corp. It does way too much damage to fight this with our bare hands. Look at the size of this thing, man. This is just not normal. And all of this for some fame. Man, I don't know anymore. But maybe these animals are just more scared of us than we are scared of them, because we are the mighty human that can talk and that can build very well, and these animals aren't able to do all of those things, and they are basically just dumb things that roam around. and we have control over our minds. And wait, what did we just spawn? Is this a fudging robot or what? Well, it seems like this was a mistake to spawn this thing, because this thing is going to destroy the entirety of mankind and we are not safe anymore, guys. So let's immediate evict the situation. Don't go home, guys. Let's go to Australia, where it is safe, and that is the land of Steve Irwin, so we are safe there with the spirit of the great Steve Irwin. He will keep us safe from all these creatures, because I don't think it is very normal that a robot just appears here. And I don't really feel safe anymore. But the robot came over to us and we have direct access to his knees, so let's pretend that we are Bruce Lee and we can punch really fast. And the robot is dead, or is it still alive? I don't know anymore, guys. No, it is definitely alive. Run, we need to evacuate to Australia. Steve Irwin, if you hear this, keep us safe, man. Guys, there is still time. Go to the nearest airport that has a direct flight to Australia. Go there and be safe, my friends. I shall sacrifice myself for the greater good. It has been fun, guys, but now the time has finally come. I think this was a message from God that all the machines in the world are going to take over. Keep eyes on your toaster, because next time that you are going to want to throw some bread in there, who knows what your toaster is going to do. I don't feel safe anymore. There are so many robots all over the world, and now my coffee machine is going to be evil towards me. While it normally should help me get up in the morning, but now it gets me up in the morning just to run away from it, because it might just want to kill me. But this might be a good moment to start about the story that all is going to start in the year 2020. And that is basically code name for the year 2020. And there is going to be a robot revolution, and everyone will have to gang up to defeat their former house. Because just like my toaster and my coffee machine, my washing machine is going to be a great enemy to me. And it will try to wash my face clean off. And like that, we cannot do a face reveal, man. But anyways, in that year there was one robot that started this revolution. And that robot, his name was also Steve, just like Steve Irwin. And his maker gave him that name because he originally was made to defeat some crikey mighty Croc's mate. But that did not happen because he was too mighty for his maker. He was a great robot, not a small one. And the professor had installed a small piece of technology in the robot's arm, and when the robot that is named Steve would walk next to, let's say, a television, the television would get up and suddenly be a walking robot, and it would not service your needs to watch television anymore, but now it would just attack you out of pure anger. And that robot that is named Steve was built in Melbourne, which is a pretty large city in Australia. And that robot was walking through the city, and to compare the robot to something that was on the street, well, it was almost 2 times a city light that stands on the side of the road in Melbourne, and those lights were pretty darn big. And now there was a robot that wanted to destroy humanity that was walking through the streets, summoning all the electronics in the area, and it was going to walk through the entirety of Australia. But of course, the Australian army would need to stop that, and they needed to come up with a plan that was going to destroy the robot. But like that robot that we previously fought, this robot did not have any weak spots, well, not that we know of yet. So, we went to the professor, and the professor told us that there was an off button on his back between his buttocks and his spine, and we needed to lift something there and the button would be, but that is now what is happening since his beard is not yet in there, so it is going to look a whole lot better when that is all in, and we are working on that, so that is just fantastic. But we are just adding his teeth in and his beard, and then he is going to look really fantastic, and we already then have his face in, so that is just great. Then we can start with the sides, and he looks quite well if I do say so myself. But the question that I should ask myself is, where am I going to put the door entrance? I am not sure what I should do with that. I guess we could always just not have a door or something, I don't know, but that would be kind of a waste. But he is looking really good with his nice beard that we have added in there, and here O'Brien is also putting some work in, so that is also pretty nice. But we are going to put the door just right in his beard, like it is something that he just ate, and now that some bits of that what he just ate got stuck in his beard. And that is the door then. Yes, it seems like he ate a couple of doors, I guess. But you might be wondering what kind of masterpiece your boy Sub is making at the moment. And I am just making a hallway, and I am just making the so that is really cool. And I am not going to have a bottom layer, but I am going to have an upper layer and maybe a layer above that, I don't know, but we are going to see. But the doors are already in, and he is looking really happy with the door, so that is just fantastic. And now we can go ahead and install the staircase that we are going to have, since we do need a way to go upstairs. But it is looking really odd like this, but I guess that if we close this whole thing it is going to look really great. and you won't notice a thing that this is actually here, so that is just fantastic. So, let's go ahead and make the outer layers of his head, since we need those once to close the house, and only then we can start with making the whole house from the inside. Because if your outside isn't done, how are you going to make the inside? I don't know, I guess you are not going to make the inside then. In the meantime, Herobrine is just making his house as well, and it seems like he is already pretty far, but I guess that slow and steady wins the race. And we have got Chip or not, I don't know where he is to help us out with the race, and some random guy created Herobrine, so I guess that he could defeat Herobrine. Even in a house building contest it wouldn't matter, since he is just the greatest. But we are almost done with the outside, guys. Don't worry about that, just worry about the inside, since I am not sure what I should put in there yet, but I think that it is going to be just fine and all of that, so that is going to be really cool. And now we just need to make the pathway so that it doesn't show that it is actually sand and that the inside is actually nothing, but it is going to look like the inside is something. So actually I am playing tricks on all of the people that are going to come and visit my house. But the outside is just all bald, so that is something that is really easy, and I don't think that Herobrine had it so easy. He should have shaved his head and just not look like that. Then he would have been further into the design in his house. But no, he had to have really cool hair just like Steve, and now he is paying for that, because now he is not winning the house contest. But I am not sure if he is done with the outside or not, but I am almost done with the outside, so then the most exciting part of this entire video can begin. We are going to start in making the inside of the house really good. So, let's put in some stairs so we can make a little living room for ourselves, because we deserve that. And we can live on top of the hallway that I build, so that is just going to be great. So, this is all done, and our little floor has to be put in, and then we can build things that we want and stuff, so that is just fantastic. But we now have all of the floors put in. So that is just great. Now we can start. Let's start with all of this. So now that we have got the stairs done and the floor, it is already looking really great. But it is finally time that we can now start with our living room. And there are so many opportunities. We can do all sorts of things, and we could do anything we would like. So, we are just going to start with some of the essentials, which are the chest, crafting table, and of course a furnace, so you can furnace some stuff, because that is important and all of that. But we also have got some black wool, and I think that some of you already know what that is for. Some anvil stuff we could use. So that is always nice. I am not sure what else there all is, but I guess we could also just take some more decoration flower stuff or something, I don't know, but I guess that in a flower pot you put flowers and then it looks really great. So we have got a bed, a sign, and we have an armor stand as well. So now we are out here bowling with all of your stuff, and we are just going to build a great little thing. But I am not sure where I should go with my bed, since I don't have much space to build a really amazing bedroom. But I do have a lot of space in the height, so we could use some of it, which would be quite nice. We could just place some flower pots with flowers in them, and then it will look like I actually care about flowers and all of that. And then I at least have some responsibility with my flowers then, because you should water them, so that is nice. And I think I would be able to do that. I don't believe that would be really hard. But we have got some daisy, we have an orchid which is blue, a red tulip, and we also have a nice pink one, and I think it looks really great with all that color combination stuff. So I am proud about my little flower place. And now a painting, and it should be done and all of that. So I think that just looks fantastic. But I am not done yet. How do you guys think that Herobrine is doing at the moment? I am not sure, but I hope that he isn't doing really amazing, since I have to be the winner and not him. But look at this. Since I said that I had some space in the height and I should use that space, I really wasn't kidding. So there is going to be a little wall right here, and that is going to take us up to the next level, but it isn't actually a next level, it is just going to be a little space that is kind of just floating around where I am going to put my bed and all of that, so it is just really nice. And I could have some sort of fence right here, because if I go to sleep and I roll out of bed and then I just fall all the way down, then I done. Do you think I would be happy when I wake up like that? But that isn't the problem right now. Right now the problem is to fix that, and just with a couple of fences that is fixed like it is nothing, so that is just fantastic. And some light right here, and then our next problem is fixed. But we have got the bed in here, and we are going to put some carpets up here in my favorite color, which is still green, so this is just looking really great, even though if I do say so myself. But I don't think that Herobrine is doing that well. I am doing quite well even though I made it myself. So now that the carpet is looking really good, we shouldn't have a carpet but we should do something different with this floating bedroom design thing. I am not sure which block I could use in here, but I guess that we could scroll a bit, and flowers and bookshelves are always nice, so we are just going to build some bookshelves around the bed, and it is still not looking really good, so I am not really sure what I should do about it, but I guess that we are just going to add some other blocks and